Hello again everyone and welcome back to Skyblock News. I'm your host Derailious and today we're going to be going over the Year of the Seal event, which is currently on the Alpha Network alongside a bunch of other changes. Before we begin, please make sure to like and subscribe down below and use code RAIL on the Hypixel store for 5% off your order. It really does help out a ton. Without any further ado though, let's get started. Starting off, if you head over to the main hub, you can see Lucas the Aquarist, and you can click on him to get information about the Year of the Seal event. You gather bouncy beach balls by fishing up treasure, you can play a bouncing game with your beach balls to earn fishy treats, and you can spend them here for exclusive items. The items include a brand new necklace, which is pretty interesting. It also increases the chance to fish up treasures by 5%. There's a new seal talisman, a new seal ring, the title enchant, which allows you to reduce damage taken from sea creatures by 5%. This goes on leggings and goes up to 3, I believe, so that's a 15% damage reduction. There's the treat bag, which gets you some pretty interesting items. As you can see, you'll get either bait or some amount of enchanted fish. If you continue, there's the fishing minion tier 12 upgrade stone, a clay minion upgrade stone, and finally the seal minion skin. I was so hoping this was going to be a seal pet, but for now we have the minion skin. Regardless, this also includes a few other changes. Notably, if you go to recipe enchanted clay, you can see now there is enchanted clay blocks made with, you guessed it, enchanted clay. In terms of getting the items that you want from this, notably the beach balls, you can actually fish them up directly from the water. They are a treasure like any other. I don't know if you can get them through lava fishing, although I wouldn't be that surprised. You can also likely get the large variant of these beach balls, and they work as follows. If you place it down, it goes up in the air, and you have to bounce it on your head in a little minigame. The minigame, by the way, isn't too hard, and you can get a decent score, no matter what your ping is. Although, obviously, if you have lower ping, it's going to be a bit harder for you. And if the beach ball lands in the water right here, you can see I got 4 fishy treats for doing so, and that was for 7 bounces. This does go up pretty significantly, so if you get like 30 bounces or something, you'll get like 17, 18 fishy treats, and then you can bring those treats right back over to Lucas and trade them in for rewards. The beach balls, by the way, are not super rare, and also I wanted to show off what the other beach ball looks like at Centauri. You can pick these up if you're on the Alpha Network. They're giant, as you can see here, and if you place that down, you can actually see it right there. You can do it in tandem with other players, so it's kind of a larger event. And as you can see, the giant bouncy beach ball was kept in the air for 8 bounces, and 4 unique players have participated, and those players earned rewards. So this is just a fun little mini game. It's not the biggest deal in the world, obviously, based on what I'm doing right now, but I think this will be cool for newer players, and some of the rewards will be very nice for those new players. And as you can see, we just did it, and we got a few treats. Another set of pretty major changes is in the Crystal Hollows, and as you can see, I'm in the Mines of Devon, and it's looking pretty flat. And that's because the admins have made a bunch of changes to 3 of the major locations, the Mines of Devon, the Precursor City, and the Jungle Temple. The Jungle Temple was made way easier, way shorter, and way more reasonable. However, you can no longer mine to get to the end of it immediately. Sucks for those players. The Mines of Devon is way flatter, there are fewer locations in which treasure can spawn here, and it's easier to get to the treasure because, well, it's easier to move around. Same generally for the Precursor City, there's more automatons, and it's easier to get around, which I do appreciate. This should make grinding for things like the Crystal Nucleus a lot easier for those players, although it does suck that they patched the Jungle Temple thing. So this new event lasts for the entire Skyblock year and follows that 12-year rotation that I was talking about a little bit earlier, and basically how it's going to work in the future is that there's going to be one different event every single Skyblock year. But for now, there's only this one and the Year of the Pig. So, for now, these 2 events will alternate every 6 years until more yearly events are active. What I think this means is that there will be like a seal event, and then 5 years of nothing, and then it'll be a pig event, and then it'll be 5 years of nothing, and then it'll be back to seal time, which I think is pretty interesting. They've also made some improvements to the Year of the Pig event. They've moved the pig shop near the hub blacksmith. Talking to the piggy now gives you a brief introduction to the event, and you can also click on it to get like event info, kind of like you can for this event. There is also a new bait associated with the update. I imagine you get this from the treat bags or from just fishing in general, but it is golden bait, and it allows you to increase the chance to fish up treasures by 5%. Nothing too crazy, but definitely pretty cool. Overall, I think the new Seal event is definitely going to be nice for new players and even others who are just returning to the game and want to check out something new. Obviously, it's not something you're going to need a lot of time investment into in order to max it, but that's generally fine in my opinion. You didn't need to max out the pig event by playing for 30 hours either. I would love to see something like a Seal pet. I feel like that's something that players would have wanted out of this update, but they didn't end up getting. Personally, I'm campaigning for it. It doesn't have to be crazy. Just give us a Seal pet. Let it, I don't know, increase the chance of getting treasure even more. That would be incredibly cool. I would love to hear your thoughts about this down below. I know this isn't the biggest update in the world, but it is certainly something, and I think it's something a lot of people will like. At the end of the day though, my name's Derailious. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and look to the future, fellas. I'll see you then.